Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is the Cuisinart Gunmetal 8-cup elemental food processor. It's nicely shaped and has a beautiful color. It'll incorporate with almost any kitchen style. In the front here, you'll notice the buttons are really visible and easy to use. They have multiple speeds and multiple settings. So the first is high, then you have low, off, and pulse. And this is your lid, and it's really, really easy to take it off. You just twist with one hand and turn it over. And it actually is balanced so that you can lay it right next to the food processor. And if you want, you could sit your blade in there as you're working, or you can even put your slicing and shredding disc in there so that you keep your counter clean when you're working. So this is your chopping blade. Like I mentioned, it's great for emulsifying, chopping, kneading, mixing purees, liquefying. It's very, very essential to a food processor. And next, after you put the lid back on, this is your food pusher. And it has little teeth on the bottom, basically helps grip onto the food as you're pressing it through the feed tube. It also has a little hole in the middle so that if you want to add any type of liquid, or if you're going to incorporate oil into a dressing, that's really perfect for doing that because it has a steady stream, and that's important for getting great emulsification. It has a 350-watt motor, and it also comes with two discs. Here, they look very similar, but they are two different sizes. This happens to be the one for medium shredding, and it is also for medium slicing. So the blade for slicing is here and the shredding is there. Same with this one. This is for fine. This side is for fine shredding, and this is for finer slicing. So when you're going to be using those, you just remove your chopping blade like so, and you just place this in the very top of the food processor, and then you're all ready to, in this case, I put the slicing side up, so you're all ready to slice, or if you want to shred, you just flip it over like that. So we're going to take that out. The great thing about this food processor is it's 8 cups, so that's a great size for everyday tasks that you're going to do, but it's also large enough for doing lots of cooking when you're entertaining. So it fits a dual purpose. So next what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a pesto, and I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to do. Okay, so there's very few ingredients that you need when you are doing a pesto. First thing you need is your chopping blades. We're going to just put that in. The next item is your cheese, which is in little cubes, your garlic, and then the next item is the pine nuts. So one of the things to remember about pine nuts is it's great to toast them, but if pine nuts aren't on your budget, feel free to substitute another item. One of my friends told me sunflower seeds is a good option. So let's do this. We're going to actually, now what I'm going to do is I put it on low, but what I'm going to do is pulse about 10 or 12 times. Now what you can do is once you get used to using your food processor, you can switch from high to low. Let me show you how to do that. It's really easy in midstream. And then what you can do is you can use the pulse button. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients, which of course for this, because it's pesto, we're going to use lots of basil. Now I've seen other people make pestos out of, or pesto style type things out of other things like broccoli. So, you know, use your imagination. Now what we're going to do is we're going to close the lid, and once again we're going to pulse until it's really finely chopped up. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how you can incorporate the oil. You can either put it in through here and it slowly drizzles, or you can actually do it with the machine running. I'm actually going to put it on high and let the machine run this time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn the machine off. Just going to check it A good thing to do too is, I mean, this I really didn't have to, but when you're doing these types of purees or emulsifications, it's a good idea to stop in the middle and scrape down. So I'm just going to put it on low for one last little bit. Turn this over. Whoops. Actually, it's because this is not in, so it's off balance. Put that in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how beautiful this came out. What I'm going to do is I move this to the middle and just show you how beautifully emulsified that is. And then I'm going to give you a quick little idea for a fun little appetizer that's easy to make. It requires no cooking. Put this back on here. And what you can do is take these beautiful pieces of toasted bread. They can even be leftover, maybe a day or two old. Just toast them up really, really simply and easily. And this has a beautiful flavor and taste. And it also is really easy to do. It doesn't require much cooking skills either, as you can see. And your guests will be amazed how flavorful this is. It's a really great thing to have in the kitchen, a Cuisinart food processor. This 8-cup new model is really simple and easy to use. It's great for every day or even entertaining. So there you have it, the Cuisinart 8-cup Elemental food processor.